Hi everyone, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace. I'm here today to do some channeled check-ins on water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So I asked my guides to allow me to feel into the messages of each sign. So we'll be doing about 10 minutes each, and whatever comes through is going to come through. These are general. It may not apply to everyone, but please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. These are for sun, moon, and rising. So if you need to check other aspects of your chart, please do. And remember, these are general. So if it doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't apply to you, okay? So, hi there. Yeah, so I'll be getting to the different signs this week as well. This week I am going to really be focusing on doing different aspects of reading so y'all can see the different versions of myself. But since these are water signs, I will not be doing Gemini today. So that'll probably come in tomorrow. So anyway, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna try and not pay too much attention to the comments because I will get very distracted, so please don't take offense. If you are new to my channel, I'm so sorry, y'all. You know, and it does kind of make sense because I was going to start with Cancer anyway. I'll let this pass. Wow, y'all. Wow. What is going on with Cancer? Okay. So I was picking up that as I was doing my meditation that there's a lot going on with Cancer, especially within the heart space this month. But with all the noise, I'm serious, like it was totally quiet just a second ago. So the fact that you have all this distraction going on tells me that there might be a lot of distraction in Cancer's life. I was going to start with Cancer, so we'll start there. As I was meditating, I was really getting a lot of being pulled in different directions, hearing too many things, focusing on too many things, and instead of focusing on what it is that you're wanting to create for yourself. So for those Cancers that are feeling stuck or stagnant, really need to break outside the box this month. Don't focus on anything that didn't work out or didn't pan out the way you thought it would, because that's only going to keep you stuck in the past. What you need to be focused on is how do you want to feel and what is it that you want to manifest, because I feel like there's a lot of changes that Cancer is trying to do, but you're staying focused on the things that aren't really serving you anymore instead of focusing on what you need to be focused on. Now, I was feeling a lot of tension in the heart space, okay? So, I will say that for any of you who are really feeling this tension, okay, Spirit really wants you to know that it's okay to follow your heart. And the more that you focus on, you know, certain things that really make you upset, the more that you stay in a negative mind frame, the more that you're really going to manifest those things into your life. So it's very important to switch that around and remember to come from the heart space. If your heart is hurting, then you have a lot of things that need to be healed. But again, they're asking you to step outside the box. So this might really be outside of your comfort zone, Cancer. Especially when it comes to opportunities that you're trying to manifest. I really feel like a lot of you, it might be within a career or trying to get a new promotion or something like that, but like you're letting your ego tell you you're not going to get it, or you can't, or things just aren't lining up, and you're coming up with a lot of different excuses, and that's also holding you back. So you want to make sure that you're staying in that natural water energy, coming from your heart space instead of from a mental space. Don't let your mind take over. You know, it's okay to think about things in an analytical way because we do live in a 3D existence. But if you're following your heart and truly following your heart, you can't make a wrong decision. So if anything doesn't pan out, then that's perfectly fine because it wasn't meant for you. So don't get too hard on yourself with the necessary changes that need to happen. Um, okay, I mean, I guess this makes sense. They're telling me that if you plant a seed, like, okay, you think about it. We plant the seed, we watch it grow, we nurture it, you know, and then it becomes bigger and it becomes more expansive than we ever could have thought. But if we plant the seed and we, what's the word you're giving me? Neglect it, okay? If we plant a seed and we neglect it, so we're not doing the necessary work, we're not giving it the necessary care, then it's not going to grow the way that you want it to, okay? So it's very important that any seeds that you're planting this month, whether it be you know, a new purchase, a new route that you're taking, whatever is new, whatever you are trying to plant, whatever you're trying to manifest, you want to make sure that you nurture that thought, okay? That you nurture it into reality instead of, oh, well, you know, I really want this, but I know it's not going to happen because I don't have that kind of luck. You see what I'm saying? So you have to nurture the idea, act as if it's already happening, and that's how it will come true. If you make it part of your reality, then if it's meant for you, let me clarify, if you really want something and it is meant to be in your life, Spirit will make it happen, okay? Just make sure that you're staying flexible with the outcome. Just because it might not look a certain way that you thought it would doesn't mean that that's not the opportunity that's being handed to you. And again, be aware of the distractions and all the outside noise. If you ever feel like you're too like scattered or too closed in, then you really want to check in with yourself and say, how am I feeling in this moment? What is causing this feeling? Am I content? Am I happy? And if I'm not, what am I feeling? What's causing it? And is this something that I manifested, or am I allowing other things in my environment control energy? So these are the things that Spirit really wants you to check in this month with, okay? I really feel like this is all about paying attention to yourself and how are you serving to your purpose? What is it that you're trying to accomplish in the long run? If you're too focused on something that doesn't necessarily serve you, then you're getting off track from what you're supposed to be doing. They really got me focused on the color blue right now, and two different kinds of blues. Um, okay. And okay, so there's 3 chakras that they want you to work on this month. First, they want you to work on your throat chakra. So if for those of you who are having a hard time speaking clearly, talking, communicating in a healthy way, then you really want to make sure that you're learning to open that up so you can speak and hear your truth. Now they're also having me focus on the dark blue, which is the third eye. So if you're having a hard time with your visualizations, then I would suggest that you work on your third eye, so then you can start to see things clearly. If you're having a hard time saying, okay, the seed that you wanted to plant, right? You want to visualize it coming to fruition. You want to see that it's going to grow and expand beyond your wildest dreams. Don't put limitations on it. Just allow it to occur naturally. But opening your third eye, or making it stronger, will really help you with those visualization skills. Now they're also showing me the color red, which is the root chakra. So if you feel like you're scattered all over the place, working on your root chakra will help keep you grounded in the moment, okay? remember to uplift yourself, okay? You know, if there's things that you need to work on, that's perfectly fine. Don't give yourself shit for it, because we all have something to work on. But they want you to remind yourself just how special you are, how worthy you are, and don't forget that you are capable of accomplishing whatever it is, because they are backing you up in this, especially the people who are doing the necessary work to change the things in their life that need to be changed. So keep up the good work. Just remember to check in with yourself and allow yourself to be aware of what it is that you're feeling and the things that you want to accomplish in the next month, okay? They want you to remember that seeing or believing is seeing, not seeing is believing, okay? A lot of people will say, when I see it, I'll believe it. But believing that you will get this will help you visualize what it is that is coming up for you. So just remember to stay positive, optimistic, and do the work, okay? All right. So let's do Scorpio. What's going on with Scorpio? Okay. They're showing me the Four of Staffs. So the Four of Staffs can represent, you know, a new foundation, a new home, you know, celebration around family. Some of you might be getting like invitations around this time of year to, you know, family reunions, that kind of thing. Or it could represent that, yeah, I'm watching a dragonfly right now. So there could be some sort of transformation within the next 2 years of you moving. So just be aware of that. Now, whether you're already moving or you're planning on it, you know, some of you might take longer, but within the next 2 years, there's going to be some sort of change around the home, whether you're doing renovations or actually moving somewhere new. Scorpio, don't be afraid to open yourself up, okay? They're showing me a really, really big heart. So, to me, this is representing just how much love you really have to give. Now, I'm kind of getting the feeling that Scorpio is going through this period of, well, I'm not really understood anyway, so what's the point of me expressing my love? But they want you to know that for those of you having this issue, that just because someone doesn't understand or reciprocate your love the way that you're wanting to, make sure that you're still communicating about it and letting that love out, even if it's not being reciprocated by the person that you're sending it to. Because even if you send that love out, if it's not reached by that person, it will be reached by someone else. There is no reason for you to cut off the love that you have to give, because there's so much in Scorpio's heart. And I feel like there's been the word daunting comes up, and I don't know what that has to deal with, whether there's just a lot on Scorpio's plate. Maybe you're having a hard time trying to balance everything. I feel like there are 2 to 3 things major in Scorpio's life, and it doesn't have to be like huge, but there are some very significant changes that Scorpio wants to change. They're just not sure how to go about it. Opening up your heart chakra and pushing that energy out, allowing that universal love to truly flow the way that it's meant to, is going to spread that energy out. You're going to be able to attract more things. I'm actually hearing the saying, you attract more, what is it? you attract the bees with honey rather than vinegar, you know, that kind of thing. So you want to make sure that you're sending that loving energy out and not keeping it all to yourself, because you know it's important for us to love ourselves and to embrace that love within, but it's also very important that if we do have that capability, then our purpose is to share that with others. And even if someone is not taking it the way that we're giving it out, it's still going to someone. That energy is still flowing and expanding. So don't be afraid to let that energy really sink in this month. They really want you to dig deep in your heart space. Because I really feel like this month there's a lot of love to give, Scorpio. So tell your family and your friends just how much you appreciate them, and you know what it means to you that they're on this journey with you. Let them know just how much that you are aware of the connection that you have with these people. And there's also a lot of forgiveness that needs to happen. If there are people that you wish were in your life but aren't because they're no good for you, just send that energy out anyway. Just say, listen, I love you, but you're no good for me. And I have to focus on my love and the love that I have to give. And I hope you find that love yourself. Like, you can still pray and hope for these people without taking their energy in. So just allow that forgiveness and that loving energy to flow, Scorpio, okay? Okay. I don't know what this means. I'm going to take it as it looks, but I'm seeing that the hands are bound for Scorpio in a certain situation. So if you feel like your hands are tied, that, you know, there's nothing that you can do in a certain situation, then you have to understand that there is absolutely nothing you can do. The only things that we have control over are how we respond to things and our energy that we're putting out. We are only responsible for ourselves. So when it comes to any situations that we might have to make tough decisions, or you know, things that we might have absolutely no control over, and your hands are literally tied in the situation because it is either what's best for that person or for you, then there's nothing you should feel guilty about, okay? The only reason we should have guilt is if we intentionally have done wrong. It's all about our intention, and if we're doing things in a malicious manner, if like even this book that I'm reading, y'all, you know, the society has taught us to fear God in so many ways, that you shall not steal, you shall not kill, whatever the, you know, and completely understandable. But look at it in this point. If you are a mother or a father and someone tries to hurt your child, what are you going to do? What if your children are going hungry? You're going to steal to make sure that they have food in their belly. You are going to protect yourself, right? So don't feel bad if you are doing things that are true to heart, that are out of protection or necessity. It is when we go about things in a spiteful or vengeful way that then it becomes of ill intent. And that's what we have to be careful of. So just make sure that you're not feeling guilty about things. And if it really means that your hands are bound in a situation, then you have to stay true to yourself and listen to your intuition, because you know, everyone has a different opinion about how we should be living our lives and whatever it may be. But as long as we're staying true to ourselves and going about it the best way that we can with the knowledge that we have, then we are doing whatever is necessary in order to move along in our progression. So do what you gotta do, boo-boo, and don't sweat it. Okay, because you're going to be fine and everything's going to look up. I see somewhat of a little dark cloud on some of you, not a lot of you, but I feel like it's just a shift that you're going through. Maybe the full moon's really been affecting you the last 2 weeks, I'm hearing, but it will pass. Just understand all of this will pass, okay? Is there anything else? Okay. They also have me focusing on the color green. So whether you're worried about money or what's going on with this heart, just remember that when you were following your truth and you were living in your heart space fully, then you won't have to worry about a thing, because then you won't be blocking yourself and you'll be staying true to your intention. When we stay true to our intention, then everything just flows into our life naturally. But when we're constantly in search instead of just being, then, you know, that's when things can get rocky. So make sure you're not blocking yourself. Never give up, never surrender, Scorpio. You got this. All right, so Pisces, what's going on with Pisces this month? Breathe, Pisces, breathe. I feel like some Pisces really need to get out and stretch. Maybe some yoga, go out to the park and sit near some trees, really ground yourself, be in nature. But they really want you to stand up straight, expose your chest, allow that heart space to be open, and just reach up and feel the universe's love. Like, it's really about embracing this month, Pisces. Okay, they know that you can feel them, that you can sense them, that you have opportunities knocking on your door, but you keep slipping. Okay, I'm getting that slipping motion. So just understand that the more that you dedicate yourself to living a spiritual life and giving yourself to the universe and to God, that you will start to break through a lot of these blockages. Okay, you can feel it, you can sense it, but you're still, your fear and your ego is getting in the way. So it's really important for you to take that step back, just right? Just take a deep, deep breath and understand that everything is going to be perfectly fine. You do not have to stress about a thing. The more that we stress, the more we're blocking ourselves, because we feel like the universe won't provide. It is not that God can, but that He will provide for you. And so and I mean, it's all about the higher power. We all have different beliefs and what have you, but there's always going to be whatever your higher power is. They all want the same thing. So just know that whoever you're praying to, that you are working with love and light, and that you are constantly reshifting this slippage, this negative ego, to really put a hinder on your process, that it's going to be too hard, or there's going to be too many obstacles, or whatever the case may be. Don't give up if it is something that really makes sense for you in your life. They really want you to expand your crown chakra. Okay, they just showed me like this glowing around the crown chakra. So really, this is the time to really dig. To dig deep into your spiritual growth. I really feel like you need to work on your communication skills, okay, Pisces? Because I almost feel like I want to speak up, but then it closes up real tight. So it's almost as if maybe you need to think before you speak, or process before you speak. Because if your negative ego is too involved, you might be communicating unhealthy. Okay. But opening up that crown chakra will really help you get in touch with your spirit guides and your spirit animals, and allowing that universal energy just to flow through you. And it will be a beautiful experience that you need to embrace, because they are just waiting for you to open up. And if you allow this, they'll really teach you how to flow through your heart space at all times. I really feel like this will get rid of a lot of doubt and fear too for Pisces. So just make sure that, you know, if you're meditating, you might want to do it a little more. If you're not meditating at all, you probably should be. So, you know, but yoga and meditation is probably going to be really good for Pisces this month, and it's really going to help you sink deeper into your higher self, okay, to your God space. I'm almost getting this feeling that you're not communicating enough with your spirit guides, that you're not talking enough to your Lord to say, hey, I feel you, I sense you, I want to know you better, I want to live in your light, I want to spread your light, how can I be of service today? And when we move into that vibration, it just expands us on a totally different level. So you really want to make sure that you're, you know, it's one thing to say, oh, well, you know, the universe isn't doing shit for me. Well, if you ain't asking, if you're not putting in the necessary work, and you don't believe that it's gonna happen, then what do you expect? We have to have faith in the situation and understand that, like, okay, well, Lord, if I'm on the right track, show me a 6, and then you see 66, and you're like, oh, well, that's not a 6. You got double 6s. What more do you want? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I came up with that situation, but that's what I'm hearing. So just make sure that you're not being too stubborn, okay? Pay attention, be aware, be in the present. Don't think about the past, don't think about the future, because you can't do anything about either one. So this is the moment, Pisces. What do you plan on doing with it? Are you gonna be, oh, poor me, and da 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 da? But I feel like there's a sense of renewal for Pisces, especially coming this week or next, that it's really going to re-energize Pisces and say, okay, this is the kind of life I want to live. This is how I want to feel on a regular basis. What do I need to do in order to keep it this way? Just make sure that you don't fall back into your old patterns. I keep hearing the word embrace, and that can go so many ways, Pisces. Embracing yourself, embracing the life, embracing your journey, embracing your family and loved ones, and whatever may be coming in and out of your life, just embrace. This is a time of embracing all the wonderful opportunities that Spirit has done and is bringing to you. Instead of focusing on the bad things, focus on the positive things. What has the Spirit done for you that has been miracles in your life? Focus on that, and that will re-energize you as well. And they really want Pisces to ask themselves, like, what is a dream that you have? How do you feel that you can be of service to this world? What do you have to offer? And they want you to dig down deep into that this month and really start putting that into action. A lot of this month is about planting the seed. So focusing on what it is that you feel like you could be of service, what will make you feel satisfied in your life, and how can you help other people enjoy, right? So they really want you to start putting the necessary work into that and taking small but steady steps towards that as well. So is there anything else? Love yourself. Love your neighbor, love your journey, and don't forget, we are one. There is no disconnection in this world. We are all connected, we are all important, and we all have a purpose in this world. Don't forget yours, okay? All right, so Yeah, I think that's it. All right, well, Spirit and I love you very, very much. And I want to thank everyone for joining me today. If you would like a personal reading, please email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If you do not need a personal reading, but you would like to support the channel, there is a donation link down below in the description box. And if you have not checked me out on Facebook, please do. I love y'all so much, and I always have a pleasure channeling for you. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how these resonate with you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. God bless.